Hiya, and welcome back to Cienie, the game that teaches us that we are not a cheap whore. I'm gonna have to censor that out. Anyways, let's just hop right in. I sit by a table outside as a waitress approaches to take my order. After she's gone, I pull out a cigarette, scanning the scene as I light it. The place seems unusually lively today. Tom should be arriving soon. It's strange that he didn't want me to pick him up today. He only said he didn't want to be babysat. While this place is nice, it's pretty far from the town center. Meeting here with everyone will definitely be quicker, though. My ears perk up over the sound of rushing footsteps. Shortly after, I spot Tom jogging towards me. Hey, Marcus. Sorry I'm late. Oh, he's so wet. He's soggy. You're right on time, actually. Tom pulls up a chair opposite me and slumps into it. Have you at least ordered for us? I've been craving hot cocoa for a few days now, ever since you first mentioned it. I have, don't worry, should arrive soon. Tom's fur may be black, but I still notice the sunken dark circles around his eyes. You alright? You look tired. That'd be an understatement. I haven't been sleeping well recently, but it's fine, nothing to worry about. It doesn't look fun at all. Have you been having headaches again? Oh, actually not at all. You didn't stop taking your meds, did you? No, the headache didn't hit me yesterday, nor today for that matter. I'm glad then, though I guess I have no idea how it works. Maybe just ate something. Doubt that. Either way, it's fine now. Anything new with the investigation? I've sent the blood sample from that abandoned house to a friend of mine. Hopefully they can tell us something. What about the other houses? Was the chief happy with your findings? Well, she... Here's your order. 1 hot cocoa and 1 double shot espresso. Enjoy! She gently places our drinks on the table and leaves after a courteous nod. Tom starts to sip on his drink immediately. No. That's cute. Remember, smoking is bad for your health. I have to say that. She was content, I suppose, still dead set on the fact that Camille was the attacker. It could be him. We don't really know. Yes, but what I'm saying is that they haven't considered any other possibility. I mean, they rarely do. You're right. I'm still waiting for the information about the tenants of the other houses. You didn't tell me much about that. Want to share? I suppose, although there isn't much. At least until Igor is able to fill in the gaps. I see. The married couple gave me the most to ponder about. They were freaky. Just say it. They're freaky. They're a couple of freaks. Which, like, mad respect and live your truth, but still. The married couple gave me the most to ponder about. He acted strange. The husband definitely looked like he knew something when I mentioned Camille. Why does it feel like everyone knows more than we do? Well, on the bright side, we still know more than the police. What? They don't know about the photos of you I found at the house. Tom rubs his temple, then starts tapping his fingers against the table. Don't remind me. It's fucking creepy. I don't understand why he'd be doing that. He looks around as if expecting someone to be watching him. Don't worry, I'll find out why. I want you to focus on something else. Tom glances at me with a slight suspicion before nodding. Right, you did mention you got something for me. Which one of your clients am I helping with? He should be here shortly, but to avoid surprising you, it's Raymond. Raymond? Wait, that tiger from the bar? I knew he looked familiar. He was in your office at some point, wasn't he? Yeah. Why didn't you tell me? Well, I wasn't sure what to exactly tell you. That was the last case your mom was involved in before. I thought you wouldn't... You thought what? I thought you wouldn't want to discuss it, especially since it's been so long. I lie because I know I failed his mother as I failed him. Dad never told me anything about what actually happened. Most of what I gathered are just scraps from you. The truth is, if I were given the chance to not tell him anything, I'd probably do it. With the police fucking up and everything, there wasn't much left to go on. It's hard to admit it, but I deserve his anger. You told me that she was investigating some missing persons cases, that there had been a few while I was away. I wanted to shelter him from this despite that never being my choice to make. Yet you knew this specific case was her last, and you said nothing? But knowing how reckless he can be, maybe I should have. It's been a while. Simply put, I just wanted to protect you, Tom. Fuck off with that! I already told you I don't need a babysitter. Why is everyone treating me like a child that needs to be guarded? It's fucking too late for that. Tom, nobody wants to see you get hurt. This isn't fair for me too, you know. Give me a break. I'm already fucking hurting. And you all keep piling it on. Who are you referring to? Tom looks away. Tom? Tom sips his drink, his eyes never quite meeting mine. Would have thought he wasn't paying attention if I didn't know him better. Well, Raymond wants to talk to the witnesses who saw the missing students leaving town. He thinks someone must have been lying. I'd rather not have him wander around alone accusing people like that. So you thought having a local asking about it would be a better idea? Exactly. I can do that, but not because you asked me. I'm only doing it for Raymond. That's fair. Give me more to go on. Names, species. Actually, just write everything that you think is important, unless you want to keep it all a secret. I don't. Sure, I'll write it down. Shocking. Got a hunch that he's already plotting something in his mind. I tear an empty page off my notebook and start scribbling with my pen. Once it's all written down, I hand it to him. Sweet. Thanks. Just don't get in trouble, and be respectful. Well, it's out of your hands now, isn't it? I raise my eyebrow at him, smiling slightly. Suppose it is. Yeah. So what will you be up to while we deal with these witnesses? I'm gonna go to Gruber Niedved and talk with the owner about the food packaging. Can't you just ask Raymond? I could, but it's been a while since Bernard and I had our good old chinwag. Okay then, do whatever you old folks do. I suppose Tom's reaction was a lot tamer than I expected. As long as he doesn't do anything stupid, it's all fine, though I'll probably have to sit down and talk to him properly. He's here. Look to the side, seeing Raymond as he walks up to us. Sorry, you had to wait so long for me already. Didn't you say you were on the way an hour ago? Yeah, sorry, I just woke up. Thought so. Raymond lets out a nervous laugh. Well, at least one of us is getting enough sleep. Oh, hi. Hey. I think I should introduce myself properly. Your name was Raymond, wasn't it? Yes. Well, we did introduce ourselves back at the bar before. Still. Tom lifts himself from the chair and extends his hand to Raymond. Properly, then. I'm Tomek, but you can call me Tom. Yes, Tom, I remember. My name's Raymond. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Raymond. Now that that's out of the way, let's get back to the agenda. Right, I've told Tom about the witnesses, and I want you to follow his lead. Raymond nods and listens attentively while Tom casually drinks his beverage. People might not be as open about it as you might think. It might not be easy to get them talking. Be nice. Sure. Can? Splendid. I'm glad we understand each other. Raymond, do you know if Bernard will be working at the bar today? I took a day off to come here, so I think he'll be there the whole day. Alright, neat. Why do you ask? Gotta talk to him about another case. Oh. Anything else we should know? You already know everything that you need to talk to the witnesses. Just stay out of trouble. I'm sure Raymond can tell you what questions would be worth asking for his peace of mind. Fine. Finishing his drink, Tom stands up and grabs his bag, slinging it over his shoulder. Raymond then follows suit. We'll be on our way then. Alright, good luck. Yeah. Have a good day, Marcus. The two of them begin to walk away as I light my cigarette, the sun casting long shadows behind them. So, Raymond, have you ever broken into any house before? No, where got? I could teach you. Well, now, really? We just met and we're already committing breaking and entering together. This is going to be a beautiful friendship. Wow, now, really? Tom says something else, but I can't quite make out in it, and they both share a hearty laugh as their figures grow smaller with distance. They should be fine. Famous last words. Let's see what Bernard has to say. Bernard's bar is a lot calmer during the day, though it still has a few patrons. A sheep waitress who's probably standing in for Raymond is busy attending to a female customer. As I enter, the bright afternoon sun behind me casts a long shadow towards the two women. They both turn towards me. I wasn't planning on making a dramatic entrance, but...
Welcome to Gruber on the Edge Veg! Please have a seat. I'll take your order shortly.
I choose to sit at the table next to the bar window. After a few moments, the waitress approaches with the wooden pencil pointed inside the cusp of her right hand.
Would you like to order?
Excuse me, is Bernard around?
Our boss should be here soon. Is it urgent? I can give him a call.
No, it's fine, I can wait.
I see. So your order?
I quickly look through the menu and order the first thing that catches my eye. Something simple. Kielbasa with fries should be good.
Of course. And your drink?
Just green tea with lemon. She scribbles everything down and heads off. Scan the surroundings for a no smoking sign before pulling out a cigarette and lighting it. I have no idea how Bernard will react to me showing up here, as I smoke I keep glancing around to make sure I don't miss him entering. As I finish my second cigarette, the waitress comes back with my order.
Here you go, sir.
After putting everything down on the table, she turns around to leave. Could I ask you something?
Of course.
Do you recognize this man? Place Camille's picture on the table. She bends down a little and squints her eye. Her gaze is fixated on the photo, but for several moments she says nothing. I'm looking for him. He's been missing for the past few days. Yet as I observe her more closely, her pupils begin to dilate and her jaw tenses up. Thick veins running down her neck clearly visible. Miss? Are you alright? She mutters something under her shaky breath.
Hey,
it's alright.
I'm sorry. The police asked about him. I really don't know that much.
I understand. You just seem very nervous. I'm sorry if I caused this. Trying to just do the right thing.
I see. I really need to go back to work.
Before you go, does Gruber and the Edge Veggie offer food delivery?
No, we don't.
Were you working the night when the attack in the woods happened?
Yes. The police already asked about that.
The girl seems to be on the verge of breaking down and maybe pushing it too much. I see, no worries. I'm really sorry to bother you. Harassing my staff, old dog? Doria! There are fresh orders lining up! The voice echoes from the entrance like rolling thunder, a familiar voice. The waitress turns around without a word and heads off behind the bar. I see one of her co-workers glaring back at me. No, I wasn't. Marcus? They've already been grilled by the cops pretty harshly yesterday. Huge polar bear steps up in front of me, his belly protruding so much that it hits the side of the table. Just want to get a good look at him. It would happen once. With him, it would happen once. And then a second time. Maybe a third. Possibly a 45th. I have issues. I stand up to greet him, but Bernard pushes me down by my shoulders back to my seat. And I said 45th. As in, I would 45 times. No need to stand up. Let's chat. He slides into the seat opposite me, and his eyes meet mine with that cold yet familiar stare. The old bear takes off his glasses, placing them on the table. Oh my god, he's hotter without his glasses. He is hotter without his glasses. Good to see you again. Wish I could say the same. You're rarely around on good business. You're not wrong, Bernard. There's something I need to ask you. Straight to it, eh? I was hoping that you've changed just a bit. Were you? A shame, really, but I get it. Hard to teach an old dog new tricks, eh? You want some beer? No, not really, I'm driving. Don't be boring, Marcus. I won't be here long, just a few questions. Then I'll humor you, for old time's sake. He smirks, but his expression turns more serious when I point to the photo of Camille still on the table. Seen this guy? Only from the police's pictures of him. They interrogated us about him after the attack that happened nearby. Really spooked my workers, you know? Same way you did just now. Bernard tilts his head from left to right, scratching his neck until an audible crack is heard. Stretching his neck. His mother hired me to find him before she got attacked. Ah, poor woman. Indeed, that's why I hope you can help me here, Bernard. Sure, pup. What do you want to know? Pup? I'm just going to pretend that I didn't hear that. How much of an age difference is between Bernard and Marcus? Because I'm pretty sure, like, with Marcus and Tom, it's like 20 years. Or, like, 20 plus years. But, like, Bernard and Marcus, they can't be that much different in age. They can't be that much different. Oh my god, they're exes. Oh my god. So everyone, and I mean everyone in this town is gay. Everyone in this town is gay, homosexual, gay. That is amazing. Everyone is gay. There were some food packages found in one of the abandoned houses related to the investigation. And they're from Gruberny-Edgeveg, so tell me. Food delivery? Oh, nah, too expensive to hire a delivery service these days. I see. But if you say an abandoned house, once a month we cook a bit more and distribute the extra food to local shelter. Besides, I prefer face-to-face interaction with my customers. I see. He smirks, looking around, admiring the decor around his bar. Admiring the decor around his bar. We can confirm whether or not he's gay real quick. Maybe. Do straight people care about decor? Okay, you know what? Is this character gay? Google, you're fucking useless. He smirks, looking around, admiring the decor around his bar. How easy is it to get that food packaging? We gave them out when they order takeout or when they want to take the rest of their meal home. Customers tend to order too much, you know how it goes. So it's not that hard, I reckon, but usually you'd have to come here. Or work here. I don't like when you're insinuating, Marcus. My nose was correct. The leftovers found were maybe 1 or 2 days old. Who was on shift that day? Hard to say. The workers tend to cover each other's shifts without telling me first sometimes. He chuckles after that statement. I simply nod and write everything down. I'll ask my workers. That'll be helpful. Can you write me the addresses of the shelters, just in case? Sure thing. Check my notes, finalizing everything I've gathered so far. I think that's all. Sorry to bother your fine establishment. Nah, you're always welcome. We should crack a cold one together again at some point, pup. Maybe. When my hands aren't so full. Well, when will that be? Who knows at this point. And I hope you can catch a break in your case, for your own sake. I hope so too. Oh, they're definitely gay for each other. They are definitely gay for each other. The bear stands up while putting his glasses back on while he talks to the waitress, before going to the back. Finish my meal quickly, no point staying here any longer. Stand up and walk to the waitress, Daria, who stands behind the till. How much will it be?
Our boss said it's on the house.
I see. Thanks for the lovely meal, then. And I'm sorry if I startled you with my questions. Was just doing my job.
I understand. I was just shocked after the cops came up to us and interrogated me as if I were the suspect.
I'm just here to help a mother find her lost son.
Okay.
Here's my card. Just call me if you remember anything or are you ready to talk.
Now, keep that in mind.
Fucking right? Bernard and Marcus make out session when? I would pay money to see that. I am letting you know now. I would pay money to see that. Wait, I might not be able to. Fucking...
I'll keep that in mind.
Have a pleasant shift, Daria. Wonder what kind of questions the cops asked her that elicited such a panicked reaction. Or perhaps it was actually something else about Camille that triggered it. Although Mrs. Novak did say that her son didn't have many friends, nor people he spent time with. May have been just overthinking it. The waitress could have simply been terrified. Nothing more to it. The rabbit couple in the shelter are the leads to follow closer. I'll mull over that later. Gotta get back to HQ and check up on Igor and follow up with the hospital for an update on Mrs. Novak. Maybe Tom and Raymond are having a bit more luck on their end. Given how close the first witness works from the cafe, I didn't have much time for a proper conversation with Raymond before we got to our destination. I'll have to get the details later. For now, Raymond has briefed me on the basics of his case, which is enough to ask some questions. The tiger follows behind as we enter the shop, but there's nobody behind the till. No CCTV, just a convex mirror propped in one of the corners of the ceiling. I wonder if there's a camera in the area around the shop. Maybe we should call out to the owner? Raymond speaks in hushed voice. I nod. Hello? Is anyone here? Coming! Raymond and I exchange a look before approaching the counter. An old bison slowly comes out of the back wearing a forester's uniform, a cap, and a pair of glasses. He throws us a wide, warm smile, showing a few missing teeth. How can I help you, boys? Raymond looks at me hesitant. I reciprocate the man's welcoming gesture with a smile. Sorry to bother you, sir, but we're passing through town on our camping trip. Oh, that's great. Looking for camp supplies, tents, cores, fire starters. Arson how-to guide? Wait, what? Where are you planning to camp, by the way? We aren't sure yet. Somewhere nearby, maybe, although my friend here is kind of scared. This big tiger? Scared? Pfft, I doubt it. Well, I heard there have been some missing people in the forest nearby. The old man gives us a hard stare. I guess you're not from around here. There's not much to it. You ask me, it's probably people just running away from their own lives. Either way, it's been a while since any of that. Our woods are safe now. Safe my ass. Either he doesn't know about Mrs. Novak's attack, or he just really wants to sell us something. While omitting the gory details, I turn to Raymond and give him a discreet wink. We haven't discussed any signals, but I hope he knows how to play along. Are you certain? We did some research before coming. Yeah, the only major disappearance happened a while ago. How long? Maybe like a year or two. Some kids went missing. It's hard to remember all the runaways. Runaways? The bison raises his eyebrow, to which I return a cocky smile. Honestly, I just wanted some reassurance from my friend. Glad to hear it was nothing. The old man chuckles, scratching the back of his neck as he leans closer and lowers his voice. Well, those kids did come here to stock up on supplies just like you guys did. And they asked a lot of questions. Like you did. And then they vanished. Like you will. Is what I imagined he'd say next. No, I thought he was going to say like you did. I look at him, trying to maintain this slightly crooked smile on my face, even though the way he said it makes it hard to do so. His words sounded mildly threatening. Or so they say, but I'm sure they simply went on their merry way. You don't believe they disappeared? He continues to smile, his fingers tapping on the counter to the beat of the shop's music playing in the background. Who knows? They're a rowdy bunch. Wouldn't surprise me if they went their separate ways. Two of them were arguing the whole time. Lots of yelling, too. Were they being rude to you, sir? Uh-huh, one was the cougar with reddish fur. He looked like the leader of the group. He was yelling at a female collie, saying that she cheated on him. Oh, trouble in paradise? When I asked him to tone it down, he snapped back. Oh, huh. Well, lucky we're nothing like those customers. I hope it didn't turn violent. Thank God it didn't come to that, but his whole group did get uncomfortable. Then they left the shop and continued arguing outside. What would a group of friends on a camping trip be arguing about so much? That cougar fella wanted to cancel their trip. Ha! Why was that? Don't tell me he was scared like Raymond over here. Because they didn't get permission to enter Coamino. That makes me frown. Coamino. Yep, it's an old abandoned town a few miles from here. Sounds interesting. Sure is, but that place is dangerous. The old buildings there could collapse at any moment. What about the other two? You said there were 4 of them. You sure do like to ask a lot of questions. Sorry, just curious. You know what they say about curious cats, eh? Okay, this guy's definitely trying to mess with me. I swear to God, if he says curiosity killed the cat, I am going to scream. Because the full fucking phrase is curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Okay, this guy's definitely trying to mess with me. Whatever, I'll just let it slide. The other two left soon after, female rabbit and young male tiger. So they couldn't get the permission to enter and just left. Pretty much. That rabbit told me they were just going to cancel the trip and head back to their university. I see. Again, you sure ask a lot of questions. You're not some undercover journalist, eh? Ah! No. Sorry, I'll stop bothering you about it. Well, you gonna buy anything then? Oh, of course, that's why we came here. So, you got any duct tape? Our tent got torn because a certain someone accidentally clawed it while he was sleeping. Absolutely, let me check in the back. The old shopkeeper disappears between the shelves for coming back out with a roll of duct tape in his hand. I used a brief opportunity to whisper to Raymond if there's anything else we should ask before going, but the tiger doesn't have time to respond. Right, anything else? Raymond averts his gaze, looking down as if to conceal his emotions, yet the veins around his fist pop out as he clenches them tightly. Did the tiger say anything? The bison folds his arms and seems to be thinking to himself. Nothing much, really. Though he looked very sad the whole time. We did get one thing before leaving. The shopkeeper grabs a keychain from a shelf filled with souvenir trinkets. You guys can have that one for free. There's loads more collecting dust in the back. I pay for the duct tape, thanking him for the trinket, and we finally step outside. Not bad. Aside from him acting out, though, I think it's just old age catching up to him. The thing that stood out was that he immediately pointed out who the group leader was. Interesting enough to think about, but that comes later. Crimes. We set out on a long walk. The other witness lives on the outskirts of town. Raymond has been silent for a while. I give him the keychain from the shop, and he has been staring at it from time to time. I'm sure he has a lot on his mind right now. Must have been hard for him listening to all that. Hey, I want to have a rest on the playground for a bit. My knees are killing me. Can. We sit on an empty swing. The joyful shouts of children echo through the chilly autumn breeze as they run around playing tag. Raymond takes a deep breath before slowly exhaling as he fiddles with the keychain. You holding up okay? Yeah. Raymond lifts his head and smiles. You were good at talking just now. Just years of experience in the field of lying, I suppose. Nothing to be proud of, really, but it helps. Very useful skill in your line of work. As a cashier. What lie meant? I know. I'm just teasing. After we both chuckle, there's a momentary silence. Hey, can I ask you something? Sure. What was your brother like? Magat? Well... Yeah, I know you struggled to listen to what that old man was saying about your brother. So I thought, maybe you can tell me more about him. I don't really know where to start. Well, dunno, really. I guess I'm a little curious how he ended up all the way in Poland. Okay, Raymond closes his eyes. He got a full scholarship by the Malaysian government after being the top 50 scorers for the National High School Leaving Exam. Damn. Bet you're really proud of him. Raymond tugs the end of his coat while biting his cheeks. His expression is oddly pained. Actually, I resented him a bit. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, La. As a brother, I'm proud, you know, but whenever we... Balik Kampong, or Hari Raya, our relatives would only talk about him, and I kept getting compared to him. I mean to say... We were quite close when we were young, before all that. My parents worked at a hawker center in Kuching, serving special Sarawaki and laksa. That place was so damn popular. People would always come in to eat there, so my parents worked late at night. And since I was the eldest, I decided to take care of my little Adik. I learned to cook for my father and cooked for my brother when our parents weren't home. I see. No wonder you're so good at it. Your audio is fried? No, it's not. Your audio is not fried. I'm doing a bit. Kind of. I am now Alistair from Hasbin Hotel. Welcome to the show! I see. No wonder you're so good at it. Raymond chuckles. A tiny smile curves up from the corner of his mouth. Well, like I said, Magat was very brilliant, you know? Always getting straight A's in exams. And I guess I felt like I wasn't measuring up anymore. Does he have a bowl cut? Is that a bowl cut? So in the end, I chose to move away from my family and flew to Kuala Lumpur to work as a kitchen apprentice. Magat still tried to keep in touch with me, but I was selfish. I simply wanted to distance myself from them. Raymond stops talking to wipe his eyes. Then one day I got a phone call from my father. I heard my mother sobbing in the background when he said that Magat had disappeared. Then suddenly, I felt so guilty for leaving. I just had to find him. Raymond clears his throat. Oh, sorry, I seem to have started rambling. You didn't ask about any of this. No, that's fine. I really hope your brother is alright somewhere. I fall silent, letting the tiger gather himself while I gaze silently at the playground. I know how that feels. Ha! What do you mean? Just that something similar happened to me, I guess. Oh, tell me. It's just, I also lost someone close to me, and I'm doing my best to find out what happened to them. But it feels like even the people closest to me want to keep secrets about it. Raymond gazes at me, clearly waiting for me to elaborate. I sigh. It's weirdly difficult to talk about it, even after Raymond opened up about why he's here. It's my mother. She was a detective, you see. She was investigating some disappearances, kind of like we are right now. Haha. Yeah, she was the best detective ever before she... Actually, never mind that. We should get going. I get up quickly as the tiger shoots me a surprised look. In the end, he follows suit. I feel a little guilty for cutting the conversation off so abruptly. But something inside me didn't want to say the words that were about to come out of my mouth. Oh my god, is that Bingus? I glance at my phone. Is it Marcus? Nah, just my dad. It's not important. Okay. How are your legs? Still painful? Nah, they're good now. Let's go. Unless you want to hold me. The Bingus. Hello, bongos. The Bingus. Hello, bongos. After about 10 more minutes, we arrive at Mickiewicz Street. This one might be easy, especially since I'm already acquainted with the witness. I think we'll just deal with him with a straight-up approach. You sure he'll speak? We know each other, so probably. Okay, your call then. A ginger male tabby in his 20s is wiping the sweat off his brows as he rakes the fallen red leaves into a huge heap. Hey there! Marchin. Hey there, Marchin! He stabs ground with the rake he's holding and supports his weight on it, barely glancing up in our direction. Whatever it is, I'm kind of busy right now, as you can see. Then his eyes meet mine. Oh, Tamek! Haven't seen you in a long while. I was in uni. Oh, damn! That's amazing! What were you studying? Oh, law, but I went on to become a private detective. I show Mom's PI license, making sure my finger covers her first name and a bit of her photo. That's awesome, bro. Although you could put a bit more effort in looking like one. Not all detectives wear a trench coat, you know. He begins to laugh before abruptly cutting himself off. Sorry about what happened with your mom, by the way. Thank you. So, what do you want from me? I doubt it's a social call. And who is this? He points at Raymond. Just a friend tagging along. Nice! Almost like those old detective books. He's your sidekick! Not exactly. Anyway, I'm here about a case. A case? The 4 students who went missing after coming here on a camping trip. They visited the gas station you worked at during that time. Ooh, yeah, I remember that. That was quite a while ago. Based on their police report, you told them that you saw the group leaving town? Yeah, I was working inside while they were at the station. Can you describe what happened? I don't know, bro. The day went on as usual. Cars came in droves to get their tanks filled. The traffic from the highway nearby was heavy, too. Then the 2 of them came inside. Which ones? There was a young female rabbit and a male tiger. What about the other 2? Oh, yeah, a male cougar and a female collie. They were outside by the car. Can you describe them a bit more for me? Just your typical jock tie, brown fur. The collie was pretty, I guess, not that special in appearance. Damn! Damn! What were they up to? They had been at each other's throats since they arrived at the gas station. The collie accused the cougar of cheating on her and slapped him! Honestly, it was a beautiful sight. Was that what you actually heard from her? Yeah? Anyway, that rabbit just said that their trip was a disaster and they were going back home. Did the tiger say anything? He asked for directions back to Warsaw. Seemed like the cheeriest one of the bunch. I see. Thanks for your help. Sure thing! We'll leave you at your own devices. Have a good one. And as we both step off his lawn and begin walking on the pavement. So, how do you think this all went? Well, we've gathered the statement, so I have a feeling there were some inconsistencies. Something's amiss. I feel that also. Raymond frowns. Hey, want to head back to Grubbear and the Edge Veg for some food? We can discuss more about that there. Damn, this walking already made me damn hungry. Look, there's a bus coming. Sweet. Just in time. Sorry, I'm too American to understand public transportation. David's car is no longer at Grubbear and the Edge Veg. Guess he picked it up sometime yesterday. I looked towards the woods with unease. The whole thing was so close to here. I expected fewer people to be keen on coming here after what happened. But it's as packed as the other day. Raymond and I sit at the table nearest to the entrance. He stretches his arms and grabs the menu from the wall file holder, then props it between his face and mine. I can only see his gaze scanning the text on the menu with steady horizontal sweeps before he looks at me, a bright glint in his eyes. So, what you want to eat? Maybe something warm. Like Rosso. Oh, nice, I have that one also. He puts the menu back into the file holder. Yeah, what is public transportation? I'm too American to understand that. Puts the menu back in... He puts the menu back into the file holder and heads towards the counter. After exchanging a few words with the worker behind it, he returns. My phone keeps buzzing. I'm not even interested in checking. Whether it's Marcus or Dad, they deserve some silent treatment. That's what I'm getting after all. Right, orders placed. Sweet. I take out the notes Marcus gave me and add all the things we learned from the conversations earlier. So, let's investigate the inconsistencies from their statements. Yay. Yeah, he just barks. The cougar's build or the cougar's fur color? Is this like a situation where there's a correct answer? What? We're going to require on your Danganronpa skills. The first witness said his fur was red, but the second one said it was brown. Yeah, you're correct, but then brown is just a different shade of red. Maybe saw him in different lighting. Perhaps. What else is there? I think the second witness couldn't have heard the cougar and collie arguing, though I'm not sure why. He was listening to music on his headphones. Okay. Right, he was inside the shop when they were arguing. And he mentioned how busy the day was and heavy traffic from the highway. Yeah, nice lad, Dom. But wait, if he didn't hear what they were arguing about, how come both witnesses' statements mention the same thing about the cougar-collie couple? It's not exactly the same. There's one major difference from both statements. The person who committed the cheating. The first witness said it was a collie who was accused of cheating, but the second witness said it was a cougar. Yalla, which one was it actually? No idea, but they did talk about the same thing. How could that be? Either one of them got it wrong or they're lying, because it's way too similar in what they were called. And there's also one inconsistency I realized. What is it? How they described my brother. The bison said my brother looked sad, but the tabby from the gas station said he was a cheers to the bunch. Maybe he thought of something that cheered him up on the way there. Could be. Raymond sighs as he twiddles with the keychain. We'll pick it up later, our orders are here. Raymond! My boy, I was worried you're gonna skip work completely today. Hello, Bernard. I don't know yet, la. Got something to you, sadly. Bernard nods, smiling, then turns to me as he places our orders on the table. Well, if it isn't the troublemaker himself. Hey, old man. How are you doing, my boy? I'm alright. Actually, Bernard, now that you're here, I was wondering if Otto has talked to you yet. No. Why? Well, he wanted to talk to you about something. But I suppose work has been keeping him busy. I could call him right now. I don't know if I should have said anything. He made it clear he wanted to meet you face to face. Is my nephew in trouble? Fine, I'll give him a call later. Thanks, kid. No problem. Right, I'll let you boys enjoy your food. Raymond, hope you'll be back at work tomorrow because people keep asking about your dishes. And you're the only one that knows how to make them well. I won't disappoint you, boss. Atta boy. Bernard lifts himself up from the bench and starts walking towards the workers-only door. Thanks. Let's dig in. Raymond blows a hot soup before slurping it down. This reminds me of... Soto ayam back home. Very comforting. I can see old Bernard peeking at us from time to time. Raymond stops talking suddenly as I feel a hand land on my shoulder. You little devil, I knew you'd hit on Mr. Bumbour, Mr. Bartender. David, I'm gonna chop off your ponytail and shove it up your nose. Oh my god, that's Eliash? That is so cursed. Oh, this is beautiful. What's with the glare? I say how I see it. He's such a sneaky cat, isn't he? Okay, what's Aliash's voice? David! You're making a scene! No. 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 You know what? Can I do the voice that I'm thinking of doing? And it isn't the gay voice. That's a promise.
David, you're making a scene.
Oh, wait, no, that's a nerd voice.
David, you're making a scene. Hey, kitty, mind if we sit down?
Oh, God. Not the bird. I was trying to do the Lancer voice, but I accidentally ended up doing the Birdly voice. God damn it. David, you're making a scene. Hey, kitty, mind if we sit down? I glance at Raymond, but Tiger gazes at the two hyenas with an amiable smile. Sure, I guess. Aliash sits next to me. David sneers at him before sitting next to Raymond. He moves his chair to make space for the hyena. Oh, God. I just hope David doesn't embarrass me again. At least there's Aliash to keep him grounded. So, who's your new friend? Oh, right, Aliash, this is Raymond. Raymond is my new friend. This is my friend Aliash. You already know David. Nice to meet you, Aliash. I also work here, but I'm taking a day off. Nice to meet you too, Raymond. You can just call me Ollie. Aliash smiles as they both extend their arms and shake hands. What are you both doing here? Well, he wanted to talk about Mom's house. I said no. Then I offered food, and he said yes. There was more to it, but sure, let's go with that. Wow. You really sold yourself cheap. Didn't you also agree to the same terms? You got me there. I suppose that's the only way to stomach my little brother. True. Hey, I'm here, you know. Okay. Sure. You both ignore David's remarks as I continue to sip on my Rosu. David pokes at Raymond and they start talking. Aliash turns to me and whispers, So, is David right? Are we interrupting a date here? Just say the word and I'll drag David away. Oh my god, this is a date? Oh my god! Oh, it's not? I have depression now. Far from it. Shame. Why? You sounded kind of lonely the last time we talked. I narrow my eyes at him. I don't know what he's implying, but it's frustrating that I think I'd go on a date with someone just because I'm feeling lonely. Even if it were, can't I just simply meet and spend time with one of my friends? Aliash stares at me, his eyebrows drawing together as if you were wrestling with my situation. I'm fine. Very well, I believe you. Hey, what are you guys on about? You. What did I do now? Who knows? Aliash smirks and David slouches in his seat. We should order something. Well, I'll let you do that for me. Let's see if you remember your brother's favorite dish. David just gapes at Aliash. That's not fair. Your taste can change with age. I'm sure you can figure it out, little bro. Alright, I'm gonna order something just to spite you. I'm sure it'll be good. Just trust your nose. What's all this about? We're just bonding is all. Yeah, I can see that. Oh yeah, Tom, are you free tomorrow? Hey, I wanted to ask that. Too slow. What's going on? I'm going to our parents' old house. David and I want to go through our old stuff. We could play some games, have some beers, eat some German snacks. German snacks? I'm the German snack. Yes, I walked away. As you give David a stare, an audible groan escapes Aliash. That's... ugh, yuck. Yeah, I'll pass on the snacks, too. Wow. But seriously, got a fridge full of German snacks and sweets. Okay, why though? Bet it's to bribe us into visiting him. Nope, it's just for me. Huh, so you wouldn't share. I mean, I'd share them with you. Oh, Raymond, you're invited too if you want. Tom's friends are my friends after all, right, David? Sure? It's okay, La, I don't want to intrude. Nah, come on, it'll be fun. See first, La, I got a lot of work tomorrow. And I'm feeling kinda out of place. Don't worry, Raymond, how crazy David is, everyone's out of place. Hey! To be honest, I'm not even sure I'm coming myself. That's cool. Just text me if you both change your mind and I can pick you up. Aliash plucks a sheet of napkin from the napkin holder and scribbles down his number. He passes it to Raymond. Raymond accepts it with open palms and gentle eyes. I just hope Raymond takes this for what it is. Aliash simply being friendly and not the weirdo like his brother is. I don't know how I feel about this invitation anyway. Ali is good company, and we do have a lot to discuss now that David has suddenly crashed back into our lives. As for David himself, I'm not sure if I'm down for any casual hangout at the moment. The dinner the other day was, after all, just so I could get an explanation out of him. And the explanation didn't leave me all that satisfied. Anyway, sorry for cutting this short, but I've got work to do. Detective or cashier? The convenience store is closed by now. I see. Wish I could help, but I don't have a detective brain like you do. You can help by keeping your brother from disturbing me and Raymond anymore. David pelts his lips from the other side of the table. Ah! Yeah, not even Dean was this down bad. Ignoring him, I checked the notes I've made so far. Learned a lot today, but it's still unsatisfactory. For instance, why was the first witness so confident that Magat and his friends canceled their trip? What if they decide to change their mind and check out Koamino anyway? It's not like the lack of permits has kept many people out, some of the present company included. Plus, the second witness wasn't as reliable, given such glaring inconsistency in his statement. And the cops could only trace their steps up until the gas station. Can't even establish that the group had evidently left town back to their university. Could even trace the car they drove passing through any major routes out of Sipnievo. No witnesses, no footage caught by traffic cameras at any road exits. How's that possible? It's a conundrum that sits deep inside my brain like an itch that's difficult to scratch away. Although, hey, David. Yeah? Your car's doing fine, right? Yeah? So you can give us a ride then? It's not yet sundown. We should get there in under half an hour. Half an hour? I mean, the tank is still full, but where to? Ignoring his question, I fold the notes and put them away in my pocket. Then give everyone at the table a grin. So, you guys want to help me out with the lead on a case? I don't like the sound of that. Sounds fun. Tell us more. Just like we're looking at our phone, Raymond is flipping the fuck out. Aliash is having the time of his life, and David looks a little concerned. Make a left turn. You're gonna tell us where we're going? You're gonna tell us where we're going soon. David has been driving for 20 minutes towards the edge of town. According to the phone app, it's gonna take us 10 more minutes. You sure we shouldn't tell Marcus? He keeps his secrets. This can be ours. Besides, he'll definitely say no to this. He's still tied to the cops awaiting permission. Goes against the chief, he'll be in deeper trouble than if I did. But if you're afraid, you can stay in the car, Raymond. We've been here before. I'm not I'm just afraid for you, Tom. I'll be fine. Wait, so we're going to Comino, aren't we? What? Isn't that place off limits? Which didn't stop us when we were kids. Maybe you should stay away from Comino. I heard it's gotten worse now. Well, if I disappear, at least you guys know where to find me. I laugh loudly, but none of them laugh along with me. Instead, their expressions range from fear to worry. That's not funny! I mean, it could be exciting as long as the buildings don't collapse and kill us all. It's even worse! I already told Tom it's dangerous, but this goddamn stubborn one. Hey, hold on. You agreed to it just now, though. Of course, lad, because I can tell you will go there by yourself eventually. Fair. You two can stay in the car, Raymond and I will check it out. The brothers look at each other before looking back at me. I'll go with you. You sure? Yeah. Fine. What about me? I don't want to be left alone out here. You stay in the car and be the lookout. How long will you guys take? I don't know. Don't worry. We'll be back before nightfall. My phone is fully charged. We can call each other if something's up. God. Hey, 9 lives, remember? You're insane. David eventually relents and agrees to stay behind. Coamino has always been an alluring spot for kids from the neighborhood. It's an old dilapidated town that nobody lives near anymore. Certainly local kids love daring each other on who can go in the furthest. And then there were 2 who went further than most did. Although one of them is now acting like a wuss. Okay, we're here. David pulls over to an empty stretch of road, hidden between tall grass and dense bushes. Nice hiding spot. Feel the beginning of a headache. Really gotta start carrying around some painkillers. Press the side of my temples firmly, drawing looks from Eliash and David. At that, I put my hand down and feign a smile. Hopefully the headache won't show up at the wrong moment again. Tom, just be safe. That place always gives me the heebie-jeebies. Ah. I will. How about the rest of us? Fine. You be safe too. David sticks out his tongue before looking back at me, his brows furrowed as he gives me a single nod. Leave David's car and start walking. That's a pooper cooper. We're gonna leave off here tonight. I'm having way too much fun voice acting right now. I am having way too much fun voice acting. Stay safe, have a good night. Watch out for any Camille's under your bed, and I will see you all tomorrow.